Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Bob and Tom.
Oh, that's a good sound.
Yeah, it is.
That's the guitar of Josh Kennedy. The Black Moods are in the parking lot, and we're going to be hearing from them in a matter of moments. I can hear on the drums Mr. Chico Diaz, and on the bass, Jordan Hoffman.
All right.
Hey.
Good to see you,
Good morning,
fellas.
Josh. How are you, sir?
Hey there.
Now, I just want to make it very clear that you guys are outside, and you may have heard the rule that we're not allowing you in the building, and it's not just because you're musicians, although that certainly was
You
part
got
of
the
it.
great porta potty out here, though.
Yeah.
That is a nice one, isn't it? Yeah.
I had to rent that, Josh, because due to coronavirus restrictions and, I don't know, some ordinance, no one's allowed in here except for us.
Right, this is a corporate mandate. This is not,
okay. Okay, so, don't take it personal.
Right.
I figured you guys would be, being rock and roll guys, just going behind the dumpster would be enough.
We are used to it. We see the dumpster right here. So.
I mean,
we did raid Chick's fridge, though. We have his beers out here.
Oh, excellent.
Thanks, Chick.
Yeah.
it's my understanding, Chick, you got a phone call early this morning?
Yeah, I brought some beer in for the fellas.
Thank you so much.
I saved, let's see, 3 lives this morning. Already.
Well, sorry to not have you in the performance room, but great to have you here. And the name The Black Moods, it's a great name for a band, and it's my understanding it's from your love of a couple of famous rock stars. Can you expand on that?
Yeah, I was reading a book about the Doors called No One Here Gets Out Alive. And
Sure.
they'd talk about Jim when he'd get in his weird, ways. The band would be like, oh, Jim's in his black mood again. And then I also came from Paul McCartney talking about John Lennon in the same way from the Beatles anthology, that, 8-hour thing. And I just kept hearing it. So I had to use it. I had to take it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not suggesting that you haven't washed your trousers, but do you remember the thing in the Jim Morrison book where the guys finally had to tell him he'd been wearing those snakeskin pants for like 6 weeks? And they finally went, hey, Jim, they're starting to smell.
And think about that. That's like the late 60s. He wasn't manscaping.
Yeah, no way.
You can only imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he wasn't eating, actually. He lived on a solid diet of beer. Although he did write the great line in the song Roadhouse Blues, I woke up this morning and I got myself a beer.
Sure.
Which carries true today.
Yeah, and you guys are carrying on the tradition.
That's like a rock and roll history line. Woke up this morning, wine glass in my hand, Peter Frampton.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bunch of those.
Oh, that's because they're a bunch of alcohol.
Yeah, they're really just reporting on events of the day. I think they're not really.
If you can believe this, I met some comedians that thought they were rock stars.
yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Usually a lot of comedians want to be rock stars, and a lot of rock stars want to be comedians.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
And very rarely do they meet. Our house band today, the Outhouse Band, I guess we're going to have to call them. It's the band, The Black Moods, and because of corporate restrictions, we can't have anybody in the building.
Right.
So they have very kindly set up outside. Thank you to Eddie from our staff and the guys from your crew getting you set up out there. Very good. It's a lot of fun. It's great to hear you, and you sound terrific. So I know that you'll be doing a couple of outdoor venues this summer. Sturgis, if it happens, I understand.
Yeah, we'll see, I guess. You never know.
That's the current status. Josh Kennedy is the lead singer and guitarist. On the bass, it's Jordan Hoffman. Jordan, were you ever tempted to get a Hoffner bass and just scratch out the ner and put a min?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
And then on the drums, it is Mr. Chico Diaz. You got a new project out there. Why don't you play something from that for us?
All right, we're going to play a song called Sunshine, which is number 18 on Billboard this week, by the way.
Right on.
And before I let you play, I don't know if you're aware of this, Josh. Billboard has a number of different charts.
Yep.
This is a quiz. Do you know who is currently #1 on the? What do they call it? SPA? What is the word for it?
New Age.
On the new. I'm not joking.
I don't know.
On the New Age chart, do you know who is #1?
We do, yeah.
What an
Yanni?
odd question.
Yanni
That's
would
a
be a
fair
good
guess,
guess, but
yeah.
that's not correct.
Philip Glass.
No.
It's somebody who's not known as a musician.
What is something I'll never listen
Chick
to?
McGee?
Yeah, Chick McGee. Yeah. My new single.
It is in fact the Dalai Lama.
What?
Yes.
Released an album.
The Dalai Lama has an album out there, so isn't it nice to know that both you and the Dalai Lama are...
I bet he's really disappointed about the touring and not happening this year.
Yeah, oh, yeah. You can't believe how bad merch sales are.
I bet he has a killer bus, though.
yeah.
Great.
Although I hear his bass player's into the hop stuff.
That's
what
a
do they
shame,
call it
yeah.
these days?
Hop.
Is that a drug reference? I have no clue.
Are you trying to say marijuana for
the
something?
reefer,
The hop is what he said.
The hop chick.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the Black Moods have been working hard and getting some great new music out there. And this is one of their songs. Go ahead, Josh. Love to hear from you guys.
Will anybody take her out? She's all made up, she's ready now. But no one ever showed her how. Oh, she doesn't care, just take her now. Yeah. Well, hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, everybody wants you now. But hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, and everybody wants you now. More bodies than she can keep count. And all the pretty girls of the rebound to be a shining light out in the crowd. Oh, she doesn't care what she's taking now. Oh no. Well, hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, and everybody wants you now. But hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, and everybody wants you. When she gets loose and she gets high, she gets out like it's the first time. She's so proud, and everybody wants her up all night and sleeps all day. Knock on the door and the sunshine's gone away. She's so proud, and everybody wants her now. Well, hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, and everybody wants you now. But hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, and everybody wants you now. But hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. You're so proud, and everybody wants you now. Hey, now you know you never listen. Sunshine, you know you're always missing out. Yeah, you're so proud, and everybody wants you now. You're so proud, and everybody wants you now.
All right. The Black Moods.
Hell yeah.
Live.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. All right. It's the Black Moods. Live in the parking lot, the Dumpster Concert Series.
Yeah.
Calling it Dumpster doesn't make these guys any less
I guarantee
credible.
they've played worse places. Everybody starts somewhere.
Yeah. Sounds good.
It sounds great.
The Black Moods. Currently number 18 in the Billboard chart. Josh Kennedy, Jordan Hoffman, and Chico Diaz live in the parking lot.
Don't you think the Dalai Lama would have a bigger following if he just called himself Donnie?
Donnie Lama?
Donnie Lama. Doesn't that sound
like
more,
Now,
much
Josh,
more inviting?
Josh Kennedy, I got
Hey,
to
I'm
talk
the
to
Donnie
Josh,
Lama.
lead singer of the Black Moods. We do have a request for Smack Tom. Do you guys remember it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was kind of, we were easing that in like gentlemen just then.
Okay. The Smack Tom song.
Yes, like real gentlemen.
Huge hit with all the Bob and Tom fans.
Is it?
Yeah.
They love it. They demand it.
Well, it's funny because we were on, like when we had tours, you know, when that was the thing.
Sure.
When you're on the road, we were playing with the Gin Blossoms, which are good friends of ours in Collective Soul, and we looked out front, and one guy had a huge sign that said, "Play Windbag."
Oh, the Windbag theme.
Oh, man, that sticks in your head. You will sing it all day once you hear it. It's just you can't get it out.
Do you remember how that goes? I have a tape of it here if you'd like to hear it.
You want to refresh my memory?
Yeah, here we go. This is the when we get letters correcting things that we have said on the air, and they come in every couple minutes. And occasionally we will, just to give it a little sort of extra dignity, we will play the Windbag intro and outro. And we call it the Windbag, Josh, because...
well, you were...
You're the original.
Yes, you're the original Windbag. And
we created the Junior Windbag Society.
That's right, yes.
and if you write a good letter, you become the vice president of the Junior Windbag. We get them all. We probably have one we could bring out right now, but here's how it... this is how you guys did it live, spontaneously on the air a couple times ago. Here we go.
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
That's nice. Isn't that good? And then when we're finished, we do this.
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
Oh, that is nice. That is nice.
I think it's a legit song.
Wow, that's
It is.
impressive.
Yeah.
That is the start of a great song.
I'm pretty sure we hadn't slept for a couple of days on there.
Oh, it's awesome.
Hey, remember that Keith Richard wrote Satisfaction asleep.
Yeah, I know.
He woke up and he had a tape recorder. He'd been sitting on his lap, and he played it back, and he heard bump, bump, ba-da-da. So hey, I mean, the wind maybe change the word from windbag. Let's think of a 2-syllable word for love gone wrong.
Well, I'm pretty sure the guys rewrote it, right? Is that Josh that was behind that?
No, they just spontaneously sang Smack Tom.
Yeah,
Smack
Chick
Tom
started
song.
it, and yeah, we kind of...
We're going to talk about it. We're going to hear it.
He's demanding to hear it.
Wow.
Okay, you want us to play? You guys going to sing that or what?
Sure, yeah.
Are you going to do Smack Tom?
Yeah, yep. It's time now to smack Tom. He's been running his mouth again. He's been pissing us off again.
Smack Tom.
Smack Tom.
Smack Tom.
Smack Tom.
Kind of my only.
Smack
Tom. Smack Tom. Smack it in the brain.
Why you gotta smack Tom?
We got to get you guys in the studio.
Yes.
I'll produce. It is the comedian, Greg Warren. Hey, Greg, how are you, sir?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Greggy. Good, man.
Now, Greg is going to be performing at the Helium Comedy Club this weekend, and I should point out that Greg also has a new project out there called Where the Field Corn Grows on Amazon Prime right now. Is that correct, Greg?
That's right, Tom. You got it.
And can you explain once again the distinction between field corn? What was the? You taught us last time, and I've already forgotten.
Field corn is what the animals eat, and sweet corn is what we eat, Tom. And there's a little trick that the farmers use to help you understand. Field corn is grown in a field,
right?
Whereas sweet corn is grown in a field, so you can see.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. That's...
They make it very easy for everybody.
Have you ever tried tasting field corn?
No, you don't eat that, Tom.
I know, but I was just curious if in your research for your new...
I haven't tried to eat dog food either.
I would like to say you can eat field corn. Yeah,
you can?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Really?
And
how do you know that?
Well, you can eat anything.
In my research.
You can eat anything, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Might be digesting might be a little tricky, but...
Now,
John, Josh, I would say that the field corn is no worse for you than that puff corn that you eat all the time on the road.
See, Greg doesn't understand. When he and I would work together on the road, I liked to eat healthier options and I would get puff corn, particularly Chester Cheetah's puff corn, because it's chock full of vegetables. And Greg used to try to tell me it wasn't, and we would argue about it.
Chester Cheetahs looks very healthy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he's a svelte
rail thin.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Tom, it's the only. Nobody eats puff corn. It's those bad. It was like 7 years out of date. He would buy it at some convenience store.
They don't go stale.
Oh, well, of course.
They start stale.
Now, what is stand-up comedy like? It's just getting back up and running in some places. How does it work?
Well, there's not as many people there, and they space them out. They take their temperature before they come in, and every comedian gets a different mic, so it's as safe of an environment as you can have inside.
I hadn't considered that. So the MC has a different mic than the next guy than the headliner. So wow.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And is the audience wearing masks?
No, because they're drinking and eating. So
right. Okay.
I think if a couple were. And when I say a couple last night, I mean 30% of the crowd.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah, I see.
People are getting back to
Yeah.
Greg, do they give each comic their own stool to hump just in case they have to do an act out?
Yeah, the first thing they ask, you do a lot of stool work?
Right.
Okay. You're going to have to get you another stool.
Now,
I think those stools may have started the virus.
No kidding.
once again, our guest is comedian Greg Warren. The new special is called Where the Field Corn Grows. And I want to get this right. It's free on Amazon Prime. Is that correct?
Yeah, if you're a member, it's free. Yeah.
Okay. And if you're not, what do you have to do?
It's like
what do you mean?
$5
If you're
to
not,
rent.
you have to buy it. What?
Yeah, just $5 or whatever. And Greg, I don't know. You should be very proud of it. It's supremely funny.
Thanks, Joshy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So who wrote it for you?
Jerk.
He's been this way. It's been especially bad this morning. I don't know why. Just the
I had a rough
stupidest
week,
question.
man.
You had a rough week?
I got hacked.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I received one of these hack emails.
Josh, you alerted me. You sent me. You're like, did you send me this? I'm like, God, no, I didn't send it.
Yeah, it was something about, hey, open this file.
Whoever hacked me, it was not for money. They were like doing it to mess with me because I swear they did this. They posted a job on Indeed.com for a front desk receptionist, and they acted like I posted the job.
Wow.
And they used my email, so I got 700 applications for front desk.
Whoa.
Receptionist.
Well, who'd you end up hiring?
I just hired somebody. I did.
All right.
This girl sits in my kitchen. Nobody comes in.
Oh, that's funny. Wow. Did you open it up, Josh?
No, before I opened
Josh
it, because it had something to do with it. There was a PDF you could open with an invoice, and I was like, "What is Greg billing me for?"
Oh no, Josh, I do need to send you an invoice.
Ah, damn it! Hey, the friendship tax is due.
No, you still owe him for those pancakes he bought you.
That was a big stack.
No, I know that your comedy special, once again called Where the Field Corn Grows, is rated G. It's family friendly, which is kind of unusual in the world of comedy.
Yeah. You know what? You wouldn't know it, though. When you watch it, you don't go, oh, this guy's squeaky clean. You're just enjoying it. It's great.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah.
And what are the topics that you're exploring?
Well, it's mostly about farming. I like the farmers, Tom. It's not anti-farm. I'm a big supporter of them. I eat a lot of their stuff, actually.
Sure, yeah.
Food and things.
And I'm very grateful. But I think the farmers should be a little grateful to all of us too. I mean, we all do stuff for the farmers. Daylight savings time, for instance.
Absolutely.
I mean, I live in Missouri, and in the winter it gets dark in December at like 3:45, and we all want to hang ourselves. We all have seasonal effectiveness disorder, which should be called farmer's disease. And, we do that so the farmers can have a couple extra hours of daylight to plant stuff in the summer, and that's fine, But he better be using it. I mean, I'm driving by some of these farms this summer, and if it's light out and they're not out there, I'm knocking on some doors. Hey, we weren't all sad for 6 months. You guys could sit inside and watch hee-haw. You get out there and you farm something.
Get to farming.
The country's on Zoloft because of you guys.
That's great. Greg Warren, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, the special Amazon Prime. It's called Where the Field Corn Grows. Greg, thank you so much. Good luck at the Helium Comedy Club this evening.
Oh, thanks very much.
And we will certainly look forward to talking to you again soon. All right, now we're going to switch gears. And go to another. Go to our friends in the parking lot. See you, Greg.
Bye, Greg.
He looks astonished. I guess no one told him that he was done.
Going to check in.
Hi, Greg.
I think he had some of that belladonna. He's frozen.
Okay, there we go. Okay, now joining us once again from the parking lot, we have the band The Black Moods. Josh and Jordan and Chico are armed and ready to go.
We are.
What do you want? You've got. I know you've got something right now on the Billboard charts.
Yep.
And you've been working real hard. You worked with a guy named Eddie Kramer.
We did. We just did a song with him. He produced us via satellite, I guess, from Toronto because, the whole COVID quarantine thing. So he produced us from afar.
Wow.
All right.
Okay. And he's famous for what?
He recorded a couple bands back in the day. What was that again? Lead
Big Balloon, I believe.
Yeah, Lead Big Balloon. You got it.
Yeah. They're good.
And then, if you've ever heard of, is it Jimi Hendrix?
No.
Jimi Hendrix, maybe. Is that the right? Have that? Is it the plural on that? I don't know. But yeah, he did all the Hendrix records. He did Zeppelin, the Beatles, Stones.
Wow.
And I happened to meet him a few years back. Kiss, yeah, through Gene Simmons, actually, who introduced us, and we just kind of hit it off. And he's just this funny, crazy, mad scientist type of fellow that happened to make all these beautiful records.
Wanker.
So
Wanker.
yeah, we got called Wanker a lot. It turned into a drinking game. Every time he called us Wanker, we would drink, and then we all wound up just tanked.
He's a wanker. Well, let's get another song out of you guys before we have to kick you out of the parking lot.
What's funny is it's so nice you let us join this show today because we were actually just dumpster diving, and you guys are like, hey, we're recording, so you guys can play.
Serendipitous, wasn't it?
Yeah. Worked out. So, you want us to play it right now?
Sure.
All right, it's called Throwing Shade. I woke up with my boots still on, saw the cool sunshine and the she was gone. It was a long night. It was a long night. I took a sip and I burnt my tongue, scanned the dial. There's nothing but EDM on the radio. On the radio. With my back to the wall, I feel a smile coming on. Another day that I wish I could just throw away. La 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 la, but I can't make it stop. So I'm standing in the bleachers, throwing the shade. La 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 la. I'm stuck in line and I cannot breathe. I'm 122, they're all 16. It's my birthday. Well, how perfect. I called my girl on the telephone. Guy picked up, told me where to go. Guess it's over. And I'm sober. With my back to the wall, I feel a smile coming on. And I can bitch, I can whine, but it's just a waste of time. Another day that I wish I could just throw away. La 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 la, but I can't make it stop. So I'm standing in the bleachers, throwing shade. La 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 la, with my back to the wall. 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 Another day that I wish I could just throw away. La 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 la, but I
stop, so I'm standing in the bleachers throwing shade. La 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 la, another day that I wish I could just throw away. La 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 la, but I can't make it stop, so I'm standing in the bleachers throwing shade. La 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 la, hey. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
That is beautiful.
Yes.
Throwing shade.
There you
the
go.
Black Moods
great.
live,
Thank
the
you.
dumpster concert. Thanks, guys. That was great. I
Thank
really
you.
like that one.
Thank you.
Too.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.